Good day, grade 5 students. Are you ready for our new lesson? Okay, today we're going to study about synonyms. One more time, synonyms. Synonyms are the same meaning. Okay, this one in Thai and also professions. So there are two synonyms and professions. Okay, we are going to spell the word synonyms. S-Y-N-O-N-Y-M-S. Synonyms. Professions. P-R-O-F-E-S-S-I-O-N-S. Professions. Okay, for our vocabulary words. Wounded. Wounded. Wounded synonyms means hurt. Hurt. Wounded. Hurt. So they have the same meaning. Okay. Experiment. Experiment or test. Synonyms, test. Pasatay. Then procedure. Procedure. Routine. Routine. Severe. Severe. Serious. Serious. Suffering. Suffering. Pain. Pain. Superficial. Superficial. Slight. Slight. Extinguish. Extinguish. Put out. Put out. Arson. Arson means fire. Okay, one more time. Vocabulary words for synonyms. Wounded, hurt. Experiment, test. Procedure, routine. Severe, serious. Suffering, pain. Superficial, slight. Extinguish, put out. Arson, fire. Okay? Next. Okay, these are the vocabulary images. Okay, wounded. This is the example. Wounded. Okay, experiment. Experiment. Suffering. Suffering. Superficial. Superficial. Okay, one more time. Wounded. Wounded. Experiment. Experiment. Suffering. Suffering. Superficial. Superficial. Let's spell the word wounded. W-O-U-N-D-E-D. Wounded. Experiment. E-X-P-E-R-I-M-E-N-T. Experiment. Suffering. Suffering. S-U-F-F-E-R-I-N-G. Suffering. Superficial. Superficial. S-U-P-E-R-F-I-C-I-A-L. Superficial. Okay, next. Procedure. Procedure. Next. Severe. Severe. Extinguish. Extinguish. Arson. Arson. One more time. Procedure. Let's spell the word procedure. P-R-O-C-E-D-U-R-E. Procedure. Severe. S-E-V-E-R-E. Severe. Arson. Arson. A-R-S-O-N. Arson. Extinguish. Extinguish. E-X-T-I-N-G-U-I-S-H. Extinguish. Okay, one more time for our vocabulary. Wounded. Experiment. Suffering. Superficial. Procedure. extinguish, severe, arson. Now, our structure sentences. Number 1, the man was wounded in the fire. One more time, the man was wounded in the fire. Wounded. Okay, number 2, many people are suffering from hunger. Many people are suffering from hunger. Suffering. Number 3, the medical doctors do a lot of experiment for COVID-19 vaccine. One more time, the medical doctors do a lot of experiment for COVID-19 vaccine. Number 4, I have a superficial burn. I have a superficial burn. Next, number 5, the firefighters follow the emergency procedure carefully. One more time, the firefighters follow the emergency procedure carefully. Okay, number 6, the firemen were able to extinguish the fire. The firemen were able to extinguish the fire. Number 7, the man caught of arson was imprisoned. The man caught of arson was imprisoned. Okay? These are the sentences. Next, let's go to professions. Professions are the people who, all of us, because all of us are working. If you are not working, you are a student. Okay? Professions. Pasatay. Then vocabulary and definitions. A spokesperson. Okay? What is a spokesperson? A spokesperson speaks publicly for a company or organization. He's the one who is going to speak for the company. Number 2, a firefighter puts out fires and saves people's lives. That's a firefighter. Next, a news reporter. A news reporter. A news reporter finds news stories and writes about them. Okay, one more time. A news reporter finds news stories and writes about them. Number 4, a scientist. A scientist is a person who is studying or has expert knowledge of one or more of the natural or physical science. You know what is scientist in Pasatay? Okay, they are going to study about science. Okay, so these are the images as a spokesperson. So in Thailand, he is the one who is going to be the spokesperson for the whole country. Okay, and a news reporter. This is a news reporter. A firefighter, then a scientist. These are the examples of professions. And you can also give some examples like a teacher. Okay. Next, let's go to the structure. Who is he or she? Your answer, she is or he is a spokesperson. Okay. Next, what is a spokesperson job? A spokesperson speaks publicly for a company or organization. One more time. What is a spokesperson? A spokesperson is a person who speaks publicly for a company or an organization. You just go back to the slides above if you are going to use the structure. Okay, let's first go back here. It's like, what is a spokesperson? What is a news reporter? What is a firefighter? And what is a scientist? So you are going to go back to the next slide here. So these are the definitions you can see. We're going to spell first the word spokesperson. Okay? S-P-O-K-E-S-P-E-R-S-O-N. Spokesperson. Firefighter. F-I-R-E-F-I-G-H-T-E-R. Firefighter. Next, a news reporter. N-E-W-S-R-E-P-O-R-T-E-R. News reporter. Scientist. S-C-I-N-T-I-S-T. Again, S-C-I-E-N-T-I-S-T. Scientists. Okay, next. For your activity, for your worksheet, number 1 is, the instruction is look at the picture and write the word on the line. Example, this one, what's this? You can go back to the slide. What's this? Then number 2, write the synonyms of the following words. Example, small, tiny, tall, high. Okay, number 3, tell who says the sentences. Tell who says the sentences. Example, we were scared, but we followed the fire procedures. Who tell this one? The news reporter, the firefighter, or the spokesperson? I'm going to give you some examples of this one so that you can answer properly. Okay, so that's all for our our new lesson. Thank you. See you next time for the next lesson.